Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Welcome to another YouTube video. This time we are going to look at this stamp set, Artistically Inked, and we'll look at that more in just a moment. But my name is Patricia. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the United States, and more specifically in Alaska. So this Artistically Inked stamp set, I believe in the current catalog, is on page, I think it's 97, 98, somewhere around in there, 97. This current catalog is May 2021 to April 2022. If it's beyond that date, I'm not even sure if this catalog will be available. I mean, not this catalog. I know this catalog won't be, but this stamp set. So, these are the stamps. We'll look at those again, like I said, in a minute. The item number, if you want to get just the stamp, is 154542. If you want the bundle, which is the stamps and the die set, which you can barely see here, is 155456. Okay, if you buy the bundle, you always save 10%, which is really a good thing. I mean, why not save the money? Of course, you need to have a die cut machine, but this is the card that we are going to make today. You could put into any sentiment in there, but this is the card that we are going to make. To do that, we are going to need a card base, and the card base is going to be half of an 8.5 by 11, cut the long way and then scored. So it's going to measure 4 1/4 by 11 and then scored and folded in the middle. Okay, then we're going to have a layered piece on top of that, which is 4 by 5 1/4. So it's just barely smaller, and we'll layer it like this in a moment. And then we need a scrap piece. Doesn't really matter what size the scrap piece is, even if it's, 2 or 3 pieces. All right, so this is the stamp set that we're going to use. As a matter of fact, it is the set that is on the front of the catalog. It is just, it's got to be one of my favorite sets. I absolutely am loving this stamp set. I can't believe I haven't produced any videos yet. But we're going to get started on this one. We're going to take that off. We're going to start with polished pink. I need to get a drink of my tea. I drink a lot of hot tea. So we're going to start with polished pink. And we want to put this, about here-ish. So I'm going to put some ink on there, and there we go. I'm going to hold it for a minute or two, even leave it there while I close this up, because that's all the polished pink we need. All right. Then the next thing we want to do is in Pear Pizzazz, we are going to do some leaves, and we're going to do a couple of leaves. Let's do them right down here in this little open area. You see that on the stamp, on the flower, and give that a little stamp. There we go. Then we want to use the same ink, but we're going to use the smaller of the leaves, and we're just going to layer it on top of that. There we go. And there we go. Now another option to this would be to take the double leaf and stamp off and then stamp it again. See how it's nice and light now? And then with the second leaf, not stamp off. Or do the opposite of that, stamp the double leaf full strength, and then the smaller leaf, stamp off, and stamp off. I stamped it off. Okay, so whichever works for you. I sort of decided to go with this, both of them full strength. And so that's what I've done on that. Now we want to use our scrap piece of paper. Oh, we need to stamp our sentiment. And we're going to stamp, before we go to our scrap piece of paper, we're going to go to Evening Evergreen. And you can choose whatever sentiment you like. The sentiments in here are hello, best wishes, thanks, and happy birthday. Now, if you wanted to do happy birthday in the middle of this flower, you could cut that stamp in half and then use it as two separate pieces. I haven't done that yet, but I may eventually. I do that fairly often. And I'm going to get good ink on there. And I don't want to rock it. I'm just going to go straight down and hold it. And there's my sentiment. I'll close this up now till I need it again. There we go. Actually, I'm done with the sentiment part. All right, now we're going to take our scrap piece of paper. And with our scrap piece of paper, we are going to stamp the middle size, or well, it is the middle size flower. I'm going to stamp that on there in Shaded Spruce. There we go, Shaded Spruce. We are going to stamp our leaves again. I'm going to get the ink off of there. And maybe I'll even give them a bit of a scrub. Whoops, came off. I got a little too much water on there. There we go. Well, come on. Dry it up a bit. Okay, now, well, it still won't stay on there. It'll stay in a minute when everything dries. May have to run that under the water. But at least the stamp is clean. There we go. And rub this one. Okay, clean those. And I'm going to stamp those now in, oh, do I want to do, I think I'm going to go ahead and do Evening Evergreen. And again, I'm going to layer them up just like I did a moment ago. Okay. Well, that just is not wanting to stay, is it? I'll have to wash it here in a minute. There it goes. Stamp on top. And again. There we go. Looking good, looking good. And then I'm going to, in Pale Papaya, notice I'm using a fair number of the new colors this year. And there's a small flower. I'm going to stamp that in the Pale Papaya. I'm also going to take the set of 3 flowers and stamp them in Pale Papaya. Okay. Then I'm going to take my dies that come with this set and layer them up like this. I like that one die cuts all 3 flowers on that. And then this one. Oops, get it lined up there. Still don't have it quite lined up. Excellent. And this one. These are really easy to layer or to put on your sheet. And then, through the magic of TV, I'm going to set those aside and pull in the die cuts. They're already done for me. How cool is that? All right, move those aside. Now I'm going to bring in my flower, and I want to, or my card front, if you will. And I am going to put a couple of dimensionals on that medium size flower. There we go. And peel the backs off. I think we'll go somewhere about there. And then I want this leaf. I'm also going to put dimensionals on it. And I'll put one on each leaf. Peel the backs off of that. And I think we'll go there. And I think I'm going to use this one and put, this is the larger of the 3 small ones. And I think I'll just put glue on it because I'm going to put it at the end of this leaf. And you know what else? Well, no, it's going to be okay. Going to put it right there. There we go. And if I decide I need to have a tiny bit of dimensional under there, I could do that. And so now, whoops, that was not set of the 3. That was just one of the smaller ones. Then I've got my set of 3. And I think what I will do with that is, again, I am putting, oh hello, liquid glue on there. And I'm going to put that at the bottom of that leaf. And I will put a little bit of liquid glue on this one. And let's see. Let's put this right about there, as well as the really tiny, tiny one. Now, occasionally, with these really, really small items like this, I will use a pair of reverse tweezers, or not tweezers, what are these called? And let's see, I'm going to put that, where do I want to put it? I think I'll just go over here. Something like that. There we go. Okay, then I am going to close that, and I didn't mean to, but that's okay. We'll open it again in a minute. I'm going to use some evening evergreen to put just some little dots, or I think it's Stampin' with Ruth. She says dottage, so I'm going to put some dottage on here. There we go. A little bit there, and maybe I'll even put that is 3 sets of them. Yeah, I'll put one there and one right there. There we go. I like it. You want to put uneven numbers, generally speaking, and that looks really nice. Then I'm going to open up my glue again, make sure that I have this going the correct direction. And I am going to put some liquid glue on here, a little bit more there, and there we go. Now I could put this up on dimensionals again for that second layer, but there you go. How cute is that? So simple. Didn't take us much time at all. It would have taken maybe another minute if we had been actually cutting out the flowers and the leaves, but there you go. Our other flower is here. Now, I did do this flower in just jade. I did this one in shaded spruce. You know, whatever floats your boat. And they're just a little bit different. Moved the flowers around, etc. But cute, cute card. I hope you like it. If you would give me a thumbs up, share the video, and if you have not already done so, also subscribe and ring the bell so that you can get notifications the next time I publish a video. And I will be doing a number of videos using this stamp and die set. Thank you so much. Have a great day wherever you are, and God bless.